to quality public higher education in the state of California. This is your moment. Everybody should have a card. They're being passed around. You can sign it. These are going to be given to the Board of Trustees, so get a card. There's a goldenrod sheet being passed around. These are phone numbers to the Board of Trustees. You can call and leave a message for Chancellor Reed and ask him to step up, take a leadership role in preserving the CSU. I'm going to pass these out, so take out your cell phones. So our first speaker is Dan O'Connor, Academic Senate.
Thank you all for coming out this afternoon. It's great to see so many students, faculty, and staff rally together for public education. You are here today because public education is under attack and you can feel it. Public education is under attack and you can feel it because you are a student who's seen the cost of attending a CSU double in the last decade. You are a student who's concerned about will the classes be offered that you need to graduate and will you be able to afford them? And you take it personally when people attack public education because you are public education. And yet you know that you are among the lucky ones because you are here and every student on this campus knows many other students, friends, family members who've been denied opportunities to attend college. For the past few years, the CSU system has had to turn away tens of thousands of students because of the reduction in funding for public education. We must raise our voices and demand access for students in our California high schools and community colleges. Public education is under attack and you can feel it. You can feel it because you are a staff member and you look around you and you worry about whether the looming budget cuts are going to end up costing you your job. As your colleagues retire and jobs are not filled, as departments and colleges are restructured, as you find that the workload, your stress, and your anxiety, they're all increasing. And you take it personally when people attack public education because you are public education. And yet you know that you are the lucky ones. Because for every staff member at this university, there are hundreds of other people looking for employment in these difficult economic times. Public education is under attack and you can feel it. You can feel it because you are a faculty member who's concerned about the fact that you're being asked to teach more courses with increasing numbers of students in each of those classes. You're being asked to conduct research while support for research is being cut. And you're concerned about the waves of attacks across this nation against university faculty, whether it's snooping on their emails, attacking their academic freedom. There's a chilling effect against the voices of faculty, and you can feel it. And you take it personally, because when people attack public education, you are public education. And yet you know that you are among the lucky ones, because every faculty member here knows a colleague, especially among our brothers and sisters who are lecturers. You know colleagues who are no longer employed and are fighting to strive to feed themselves and their families. Public education is under attack and you can feel it because you're an administrator. And every day you show up at work and you're trying to figure out how to do more with less. And now the specter of a 40% reduction in state funding for the next year has you wondering, how will you meet the mission of this university without the resources needed to do so? And you take it personally when people attack public education because you are public education. My message to you today is that we must work together. We must work together, students, staff, faculty, and administrators, to move this university forward. But we must do more than that. We must work with our sister campuses across the CSU as the system is asked to confront a $1 billion reduction in state funding. We must work with our community college partners, where students are increasingly being denied access to education. Remember that half of our graduates here at CSU begin their college careers at a community college. We must work with our partners in K through 12. For example, the Long Beach Unified School District, our local partners, have sent out over 1,100 layoff notices to teachers, administrators, counselors, and staff. And they can't raise their tuition to cover their costs. Public education is under attack. Public education is under attack because of a political system that is broken and incapable of righting itself due to constitutional constraints. Public education is under attack because of political ideologues who have lost track of the fact that public education is the very soil out of which democracy grows. Public education is under attack because of a society that has lost the idea of public education as a public good. In a culture that tends to focus on economic self-interest, we forget that public education is the most important investment that a society can make in its future. So what can you do? Each and every one of us here today, what can we do? First, you must get informed, and there are many places to get informed. Even our campus administration has a website called Budget Central. Read it. It has a lot of valuable information. Go to the CFA website. The CFA website has links to get you informed. Read the papers. Read the letter that President Alexander sent out to all students and faculty last Friday. It is very troubling. But most importantly, you must raise your voices and bear witness. You must bear witness and tell people your story, your challenges, your dreams, your ideas, your hope for the future, and what this university represents for you. You must raise your voices and bear witness for the stories of those who are not here, the students who've been denied access to public higher education. Raise your voices and bear witness to your neighbors, your community groups, your places of worship, your social groups, and share with them the experiences of those who are here and those for whom access has been denied. If your friends are politically conservative and care more about market solutions to public problems, remind them that public education is the wisest investment that a society can make. For every dollar spent on a student at CSULB, the economy receives over $4 in return. We are a good investment. If your friends are politically more liberal and care more about social justice issues, there's no more critical time to support public education. It is here that the CSU, at tens of thousands of California families, see the first members of their families have access and graduate from a public education. The California dream is under attack. Public education is attacked. You must raise your voices and bear witness. Thank you.